Hello guys, how you guys doing? Welcome once again to my channel, and today we're going to show you the next wave of Bitcoin move. Okay, yeah guys, we are so excited because a lot of guys have made us a lot of money. Yesterday we are forecasting that this move is going to come back. We are here yesterday and actually we made a lot of money here, guys, and I believe some of you guys enjoyed this profit yesterday. It was exactly as we forecasted. Okay guys, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please kindly do so. Kindly subscribe to this channel because we are releasing a daily videos on the moves of Bitcoin and other important crypto space, crypto coin that might interest you. Alright, so let's dive in now. We're going to spend a lot of time analyzing Bitcoin and showing you what we think and the next wave of Bitcoin. Okay, so let's start from 4 hours. We were here yesterday. Okay, so we made this move. So what are we seeing now? Actually, we have this is A, this is B, now this is C. Okay, so now is this a complete structure? Are we going up from here or are we coming down from here? Okay, so two things, that's the two questions we're going to answer today. And the first thing you need to be aware of that is that, okay, so looking at the whole structures of Bitcoin, like looking at the whole structure, because everything, there's no isolation in patterns. You know, every pattern forms from another. All right, so when you want to look at the bigger picture or have a sense of direction of a wave, you look from the highest time frame downwards. Okay, looking at from this whole move, we can see that, as I showed you yesterday, that we already have a divergence between here and here, guys. Okay, we have already divergence between here and here. You can see that in all our parameters like RSI and MACD. Okay, so that tells us one thing, that the momentum is weak, guys. The momentum is weak. So what might happen now? Let's go back to 4 hours. What we are seeing here now is, so this is a wave. So we have B, C. Okay, so now under normal circumstances, this is like a simple pattern that you might be expecting of a flat that the market might go. But the way it forms here, so what we'll be expecting the next wave, we'll be expecting a spike here, guys. Now, how this spike will play out, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But one thing is certain, that we definitely will expect a spike here, either before it starts coming down or it goes up. So now, two things will happen. If this spike is very, very aggressive, that is very, very sharp, okay? If it's very, very sharp, and if it breaks this previous resistance here, then expect another wave up, okay? But if it stops exactly this size, like for instance, if I measure from here, if I measure from here now, if I measure from here to here, and you drop it from here to here, okay? If it didn't break this previous resistance, so definitely we'll be seeing a pullback, okay? Now, when this pullback will be coming, and the most important thing that we should be watching out for is that no matter how it goes up, no matter whether it's aggressive or sluggish, there will be a pullback, okay? So, but the most important thing that we'll be watching out for is that let this pullback not break this, okay, resist this trend line, because this trend line has been supporting this wave, okay? This trend line has been supporting this wave. You can see that from this side we have, you know, it's been supporting now, is at that trend. So it's either it bounces here or it corrects itself and breaks these, guys. And one thing is certain, because looking at this as a wave of its own is not aggressive, okay? This whole wave is not aggressive, guys, okay? So meaning that it's corrective in nature, okay? Kind of sluggish in nature. So if this is very sluggish, now we have 99.9% that this wave is going to break. And if it breaks here, it's going to be very, very aggressive, guys. If it breaks this trend line, so now all hope is on this trend line, guys. If Bitcoin decides to break this trend line, then expect a very aggressive plunge of Bitcoin. So we are going to spend a lot of time based on that. This is a very critical point in Bitcoin. We might see a very sluggish, you know, wasting a lot of time within this region, guys. So we'll be seeing kind of a lot of sluggish moves. So if you go to 1 hour chart here, if you go to 1 hour chart, okay, you can see we just tag that trend line and we are going up. So probably now the next trade that you might be thinking of now is if actually this give us a pullback. Okay, if this thing gives us a pullback, then you can take that trade up here, guys, which I'm getting set for it. So the next trade for us here is once in the 1 hour chart, that as this, if it gives us a correction of this impulse up now, then we can take that trade, we can buy to this point, guys. Then based on the structure it will give us here, then you can sell here. You can now see that in the 1 hour we are thinking of, you know, buying. In the 4 hours daily we are thinking of selling. That's how trading is. Okay, so now it shouldn't confuse you. That's why before you trade, you need to define your goal. You need to have a plan, because if I should scale this thing down to like 15 minutes, 5 minutes, you might see a sell pattern. Okay, so you can see now we have a sell pattern in selling in daily, we have buying in hourly, we have selling in 5 minutes. So the question is, which one are you going to follow? Okay, so the one you're going to follow is based on your pattern, your goal, your strategy, the one that suits your strategies. Okay, so that's why you need to have a plan before you take action. Okay, so in a nutshell, concerning Bitcoin in 1 hour, we are looking for it has gone up like in an impulse. We are looking for a correction here for us to kind of take the next trade. Okay, so this correction here will confirm that this next trade will be valid. Okay, this correction will confirm that this next trade will be valid. So that's what we're waiting for. So in daily, we are still waiting. Okay, that's the one we can see that's confirmation. Now we see once this comes up here, then we can now see that this will give us a flat for a market to come down again. Okay, so based on what based on how this wave moves up, okay, how this one moves up, if it moves up sluggish, if we move up correctively, based on how it moves up, we determine the next trade on how we're going to position for the next trade, guys. Okay, so but in the nutshell, if you are holding your Bitcoin now, I think you still hold it tight. Now, just like I said, have a long-term goal for your Bitcoin. We are trading to multiply our Bitcoin so we can have more that we are holding. All right, so that just by the way for Bitcoin. So let's go to Ethereum now. You can see in Ethereum, we made it clear yesterday that we are coming down, guys. Okay, look at here. This is okay. We made it clear here that after this correction, we are coming down. So we have A, B, C here. This is a complete structure, guys. So this is a complete structure. So the next thing we'll be seeing now is either the market gives us like this, or it makes a three-wave up and come down. Okay, so we are just at the mercy of the pattern that we form here, guys, because you know there is a pattern that determines the direction. Okay, so based on the pattern that forms will tell us the next direction that the market will be taking. Okay, so now I don't advise you to except it's clear off. So you can see everything is still not looking that strong. Ethereum is still not looking that strong. Let's look at it from 4 hours again. Okay, because two things might happen. It's not looking that strong in hourly, so we might see something like a three-wave, then down we go. Okay, there are many varieties on how this thing can form. All right, so but from here we can also see three-wave up. Okay, so based on how there are many varieties on how this thing can form. Another way that this can decide to like come up here, you know, makes this sharp like this, and there we go. Okay, so it depends on how you want it. It depends on how you want it. So, but one thing is certain, that Ethereum has completed this wave, so we are waiting for the next line of action, guys. All right, so let's look at Litecoin. You know, many based on requests. Let's look at Litecoin. Okay, see Litecoin. You know why most times I like trading on Litecoin, because the pattern here is always very simple, and it always follows. You know, like you can see now we have had this. This is A, B. So now is this the C? No. Is this wave over? So we can see now that we have this. Now what we'll be expecting might be something like the pattern breaking like this, testing like this, and up. Okay, making this something like this. Now look at it from you take a look from here now, you can see something similar. Let's see if you can see something similar here, guys. You see now, see this, look at this wave. I'll show you this wave. You can see this, you see this, you see this, and there was a break here. Okay, so we are still expecting something similar to what has happened in the past, guys. The same thing here. So even if it's coming down, at least we might see this spike, guys. We must see this spike. So after this spike now, then you now tell us that it's complete for that downward. But I'm not looking at it that this is coming down, okay? Because this thing is a bit sharp, okay? It's a bit sharp, and this is a bit corrective. So you might see something like this: 3-wave up, breaking this all-time high, making this fast retrace, then still going up, guys. You know, this thing can spin your mind, you know, but in a long run, you still go in that direction. Just what I say, that the destination is more important than the everything, the destination. Okay, so that's why once you identify the trend in a long time frame and you invested based on that trend, don't allow the noise in the short time frame deceive you. Okay, so just focus on where the market is going than how it's going there. You might decide to go you might decide to take flight, you might decide to take a bus, but the most important thing, the destination is sure. Okay, destination is sure. Now let's look at the Ripple, guys. It's as if it's forgotten project. A lot of guys are scared. A lot of guys are scared investing in Ripple. Okay, they are very scared investing in Ripple because of what happened. Because of these guys, this thing, shook a lot of guys. We had this 3-wave. Look at it. This is exactly what is happening to Bitcoin now. It tagged this. It comes up. You can see very aggressive, and it dumped very hard. Okay, if this happens to Bitcoin, every other coin will bleed, badly. We don't hope that to happen to Bitcoin, because this emotional factor, when things happen like this, especially to the leading giants, it affects everything. Now, what we are seeing in Ripple is nothing but, I think the whole noise might be coming to an end. Okay, or we have this impulse down. This is sluggish kind of. So we expect this to break this all-time high, guys. So, and after that, we have something like this, okay, that will now from there start coming on. You see, Ripple will way more than this price, guys, in the near future. Okay. Now, one thing you should know when you are invested into any of these crypto spaces, that always be aggressive when a lot of guys are fearful. Now everybody is talking about Bitcoin is going to 100,000. Bitcoin is going to. You see, that's time you start like being conservatives. But like some of these projects that nobody's talking about them now, everybody is afraid because of what happens. We bought in at this level, guys. We bought in a lot at this level. You can see we already times 2 of our money. Okay, so that is when you should be aggressive, especially in some of these projects. When there is fear, be aggressive. Look at last year, March, when the pandemic hit hard and everybody was like scared that as if they are going to die the next day. Assuming you have bought Bitcoin by then, by now you know what it is, right? So that's one psychology about trading or investing. Always be aggressive when people are fearful, and be fearful when people are aggressive. Is a good quote from Warren Buffett. All right, so that's just it. So in a nutshell, Ripple is, as I said, we're expecting it to break here. Okay, so once this is broken, then you can see that this structure might be more clear. And if this thing happens, guys, expect Ripple to at least to the moon. Going to $3, $5 would be as easy as ABCD if that happens, guys. All right, so that's just it. Now let's look at some of these our coins that we projected last time. No, this is CDT. The first one is this one, we are done with this. I believe none of you is holding this again. We are already done with it. Remember what I told you guys, okay? So I traded this coin to like 1,000 plus Satoshi, and I sold everything. Now, I actually, okay, it's good that it comes up, like, so that you learn something, okay? Now, if you are trading altcoin, please be very careful with altcoin. Okay, look at how. Okay, let's measure it from here. Assuming you bought in here, that was on the 7th of March, guys. 7th of March, it was at 148. I bought in at 145 satoshi, exactly somewhere here. I bought in. Then look at how many percent, and I sold at, I think 999 plus. I sold here. Okay, like 5x of my money. So it actually rallied to 1,320, okay, percent. So you can see that, guys. Now, these are massive gains. Now, but for somebody's sake that might still be holding, what of something like this might happen? It might be that this wave is over. I can do like this, dump like this, dump like this, dump like this, back to where you entered, down, and you end up losing. Okay, so if you are trading altcoin, like here, I multiplied my bitcoins. So when you are trading this altcoin, be very careful. Once you have doubled your money, at least you start using stop, or you take some part of the profits out in your bitcoin, because the massive plunge here will wipe off all your gains if your care is not taken. All right. So the one we should be talking about now that I'm still holding is CDT. I'm still holding CDT, okay, because I still believe that CDT is going to go higher than the current price, but it's spending a lot of time here, so we are just looking at it here. So if you are holding it, like somebody asked me that is still holding, yeah, yesterday we expected, it was here, we expected it to at least to correct and comes up. So, but this way should be your stop loss, okay? Just put your stop loss here in case of anything, guys. But we're expecting it to go higher than this one that actually we are holding this, and this actually has made us a lot of money. Now there's no sign of selling from here now. Okay, there's no sign of selling here, guys. This one is looking healthy. Now, as I told you guys, you can see that if I believe this is wave 3 of this move, guys, meaning if this is wave 3, guys, let me give you an expo. Let me give you an expo of what you should be expecting if this is wave 3. At least you should be expecting 0.168, guys. That is here, guys. Okay, let me give you an expo of what you should be expecting. All right, so meaning we are just at 1124. That's 1124 satoshi. So that's we will be expecting the market to move from here to like 271% more, 271% more from the current price, guys. That will be massive. Okay, so what does it tells you? That no sign of selling. There's no sign of selling. Okay, there's no sign of selling. We don't just sell because we are tired of profits. Who is tired of profits? No, we don't do that. We sell because the market tells us to sell. All right. So we understand to read. There's a way we read markets like a book, in the sense that when we look at the market, we know what is happening in the market. So that tells us what the market is said to do. The same thing applies to human beings. There are kind of gestures, there are kind of ways people behave. It tells you what they intend doing. Okay, somebody is angry, you should know. Somebody is happy, you should know. So we know when market is happy, that is willing to go higher, then we ride on, we join the happiness. And when the market starts frowning, we face, well, we might be wrong sometimes, but at least it's better to have small profits than big loss. Okay, so AST is still looking very strong, guys. Very strong. So I don't no plan of selling here at this point. So just for your information, no plan of selling until we see that happen. We see a structure that tells us to sell. In 4 hours, stay strong. In hourly, we stay strong. We don't go below 1 hour, especially in this time. We don't go below 1 hour, guys. Okay, you can see everything is there. Still much. No divergence, nothing. Everything is still looking strong, guys. All right, so this is where we'll be drawing the curtain for today. Which other coin do you recommend? Okay, I think somebody told us to check Link. All right, so Link. All right, so see this. This coin is a solid project, but let's look at what is happening fundamentally, technically. All right, so you can see now, this is an impulse down. We have this up. Okay, so I think we might be seeing this, guys. Yeah, we might be seeing this, touching this. So based on this is what we're seeing, guys. Something like here. All right. So this is what we're seeing. We might have this sluggish like this. Okay. Something coming to tag this low. Tag this low. And once this low is tagged, then we can see that to be complete. Then based on what it forms here, it's either it goes up or it can decide to go sideways. All right, so that's about link. So the last one we're going to look at today is DOT. Okay, DOT. Now you can see this. Most times when you see a coin going this way, somebody say has intention. And what's the intention of this coin? So this coin has intention though. All right, so now the intention is that it's making what? It makes a high, it corrects itself, higher, low, it makes another higher high, it corrects itself, it makes another higher high, it corrects itself, it makes another higher high. Yeah, this one is higher than this, it corrects itself, so it might go another higher high, guys. So now, one thing you should know about this coin that we expect, based on what is forming, we might expect this to break this all-time high. Okay, so once you break this all-time high, expect a down, a very fast plunge. So this might be an indication that it's trying to go higher. Okay, but the sales setup is not confirmed. All right, so what we'll be looking at here is correction up here. So watch out for this breakout. Once it breaks this and it makes this very sharp plunge, then go up. Let you join the trend and you go higher than that. Okay, so that's what we'll be expecting, guys. Okay, so they are kind of going sideways. Just hold on and let's see the clear structure. Now they're just going sideways. Should you buy at this point? Well, I'm not buying. I don't buy this kind of stuff. I don't buy this kind of structures. Okay, so what I should be buying is when they have completed. Now they can decide to do something like this. I can decide to do something like this. Okay, A, B, C. Okay, you can decide to do it, or you decide to do something like this. Here, and there. So there are many varieties on how to do. So when the sense of direction is not certain, so the best thing is just to stay clear, just to watch, observe. All right, because not trading is part of strategies, okay? Just waiting for the market to do what it got to do is part of strategy. It's not every time you jump in and jump out of the market. Okay, the last but not the least here, based on, I'm just remembering, is Cardano, guys. Cardano, you guys told me about Cardano. What do I think? Now, you see what I told you yesterday. See what I told you yesterday, that Cardano, I'm expecting it to retest this, guys. I'm expecting it to retest this. Okay, so I've seen this structure many times. I've seen this structure many times. So we see something like we spend a lot of time here, and there we go. This is what you'll be expecting in Cardano. All right, it will take everyone by surprise. This has happened many times, which I know very sure. So expect something like this. Okay, expect something like this. If you believe in Cardano, which I think you should. If you're in crypto space, I think this is the time for you to buy Cardano. All right, it's time for you to buy it because it's going way more than this price. All right, so this is the best time for you to buy Cardano because it's going to go way more than this price. You're going to spend a lot of time thinking that people in there will be like, it's not going anywhere, and boom, it will take everyone unawares. So now my ending remark would be like, you see, always sell at the top and buy at the bottom. Don't sell at the bottom and buy at the top. Okay, how do I mean? If a market makes an impulse, is at the top, whether it's here or he's at the top. So even if you are selling here, at least you are making money. Where if you are selling here, it goes down, you buy again, you sell here, it goes down, you buy again. All right, so it's better that way. Okay, so it's just a common sense that things that goes up comes down. All right, it's a common sense. So apply that to your trading. I wish you the best, guys. This channel is dedicated to help you guys to make money, consistent money. Having that mindset, mind toughness, being aware of the market or what the market is doing. Stop FOMO, stop freaking out of the market, stop being fearful of the market. All right, understanding the structure. We have tested almost all the trading strategies you might think of, all the indicators. Then we have come to analyze, to summarize the trading, that trading is all about patterns. Trading is all about structure. So based on the structure, because RSI will confuse you, all these support and resistance will confuse you many times, but if you understand the structure of the market, you won't get confused. Just like most of the successful trading I've taken in the past is based on the structure that I was able to identify in the past, and now the market plays the same structure and I'm able to take advantage of it. I wish you the best, guys. Remain profitable. Kindly share this video with your friends. Subscribe on this channel, guys, and help us grow. Comment on this if you have any question, or if you have any coin, be it stock that you want me to help you to analyze. I'll gladly do that free of charge for you. I just want you to remain to be profitable in all your trading career. Thank you once again. Remember